everyone, welcome back to Law Study Kid. I'm Rabia. Today I'd like to answer a question that I've been asked many times in the past, which is whether you need to take the NCA exams if you've done an LLM program in Canada. Now, there's no way to answer this question without really explaining to you what the LLM program is, what the NCA exams are, and what are some of the circumstances where you won't need to take the NCA exams if you've done the LLM program. So if you're somebody who've asked me this question, you can watch this video till the end. I'm going to share my screen and show you some programs that will fulfill the NCA exam criteria, and we'll also show you kind of how to research on these things if you were to do it on your own. So this video contains a lot of important information, and if you're interested in this question, keep watching till the end. The thing that I want to clarify is that there are different types of LLM programs available at law schools in Canada. So there are LLM programs which are specializations. For example, LLM in international business law, LLM in health law, LLM in maybe information technology, or different specialization areas if you want to get to know a little bit more about different areas. So that's one kind of the LLM program. The other LLM programs focus solely on Canadian law. So for example, Osgoode is law school in Toronto. Osgoode offers an LLM program in Canadian common law. So any program that teaches you about Canadian common law. So for example, Osgoode, and then there's also another program at University of Toronto, which is I believe it's called the GP LLM in Canadian common law. Those types of programs can fulfill the NCA exam criteria. So what that means is that the LLM is designed in a way where you will need to take, if not all, most of the courses that the NCA will assign someone. So for example, a Canadian common law LLM will have courses like Foundations of Canadian Law, Canadian Professional Responsibility, Canadian Administrative Law, Property, Tort. So these are all NCA courses, okay? So if you enroll yourself in an LLM program in Canadian common law and you get into the program and you take all the courses that the NCA assigns you as part of that LLM program, then you don't need to take the NCA exams on your own. Okay, so hopefully I'm not confusing you too much, but the gist of it is that if, for example, you enroll yourself at Osgoode and your specialization is LLM in Canadian common law, or you go to U of T, which is University of Toronto, and you do the GP LLM in Canadian common law, then it is most likely that you're going to take all the required courses which the NCA typically assigns students. And if you do that, then you don't have to take the NCA exam on their own. Okay? Also to keep in mind that some other LLM programs, for example, LLM in international business law at Osgoode, that's the program that I did. And some LLM programs offer you flexibility, for example, where you can take courses that you like, and a few courses and a few credits, you can take courses that will fulfill your NCA criteria. So for example, when I was doing my LLM, I had about a couple credits that I could have used towards my NCA exam. So I could have taken courses like contracts or property, or whatever the courses that were assigned to me. So just keep in mind, when you ask this question, do I need to complete the NCA exams if I take the LLM program? The answer is it depends on the type of LLM program you enroll yourself in. If you're doing a program which is recognized by the NCA as fulfilling their requirements, from my understanding and from my research, I know for a fact that LLM in Canadian common law from Osgood fulfills that criteria, depending on how many exams you need to take, as well as a GP LLM from U of T. I believe that there are more LLM programs available outside of Toronto, which I might be unfamiliar. But you can double check them and you can try to research online to see if you can find any of those programs. If you are unsure whether a particular program will fulfill the NCA criteria, the best thing to do is to email the NCA and ask them, or you can also double check from the school and ask them this question whether this will fulfill the criteria. But first, I would check from the NCA because they're the ones who are going to be assessing your file. So I think it's important that you email them, tell them the name of the program, the school, the courses that you intend on taking, and they should be able to reply to you. Second thing that you want to keep in mind when you ask this question is that what courses have you been assigned? So for example, the NCA assigns you 8 courses, okay? And the LLM program that you're taking, let's just say you take the Canadian Common Law LLM at Osgood, which will fulfill your NCA exam requirement. And let's just say that the LLM program only lets you take 8 to 10 courses as part of the program. And on the other hand, you were assigned about, let's just say, 12 courses. 12 courses are a lot, and I don't think many people get that many courses, but let's just say that you do. Then you also have to think that the LLM will not fulfill all of the requirements for the NCA because, again, you were assigned 12 courses, but as part of the LLM, you can only take 10. So you will have to finish the extra 2 by either writing the NCA exams or taking courses separately at a law school, those specific courses. But double check from the school. So it's important that when you enroll yourself in the LLM program, you want to make sure you ask them all the questions. For example, this is my NCA assessment. I have to take 10 courses. Will I be able to take all those courses as part of this LLM? If the answer is yes, then that means that you don't have to take NCA exams on your own. And once you complete the LLM program, you're officially done with the NCA exams. The thing I want you to keep in mind is that the specialization, so for example, LLM and health law, typically they don't fulfill the NCA requirements. So if you're someone who only wants to do the LLM just to fulfill the NCA requirement, you shouldn't be researching on these specializations. The only thing that you have to focus on is finding a program which is about Canadian common law and it does fulfill the NCA requirement. If you go onto law school's website, they clearly explain to you whether this will fulfill the requirement and what courses can be offered. However, like I said, you still want to double check with them. If you get more than 10 or 11 courses, can you take all of them as part of the LLM? So you can double check that on your own. So just to summarize what I said previously, the answer to whether you need to take the NCA exams if you're already done with your LLM program depends on what type of program you enroll yourself in, whether you completed all the courses required by the NCA, and you passed all of the courses during the LLM program. If the answer to all those questions are yes, then it is likely that you don't have to take the NCA exams. If the answer to some of these questions is no, then you might have to take NCA exams. Again, I can't advise you because I don't know what your situation is. Everyone is in a very different situation. If you'd like me to take a look at, what program would be best for you, or if you'd like to take, if you'd like me to look at your NC assessment and then advise on what should I do, you can definitely book a call with me, and I can do that. I can put the link in the description box below. But overall, these are some of the questions that you should be asking yourself, and just be very diligent in your research and always ask questions. You can always email the school, you can always email the NCA. They will get back to you. Maybe the answers are delayed, but they will get back to you with whatever information you need. Last thing that I'd like to discuss is I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to show you how to research on some of these programs in order to find whether this is going to fulfill the NCA requirement or not. So I'm going to share my screen now, walk you through the programs. I'm only going to be focusing on Toronto just because I'm more aware of the programs that are available here. But I'm sure that there are a lot more available in other provinces. You can take a look at them at your own, convenience, or whenever you have some time. But I will tell you what to do so that you have at least somewhere to start.
Now, and the only thing that I've done is I've just put NCA requirements LLM. That is my Google search, and this is the page that I see, so you can take a look at it. The first is a link from University of Toronto, GP LLM, the Global Professional LLM that I was talking about. If you scroll down, the second link is actually from the NCA's website, which you can take a look and read. Then we have a couple more options. For example, an article from the University of Calgary, Osgood Professional Development. Then we also have a link from University of Ottawa. Then we have a couple of videos, and you can see mine here. If you want to take a look at this one, I posted this last year talking about the same issue, but the one that I'm posting now is more detailed because I keep getting this question again and again. You can feel free to take a look at other channels as well. I'm sure there's helpful content there. Mm, and yeah, so this is my first page. So what I'm going to do, and you can also see, for example, related searches. So this is what people have searched for who also search for this. So NCA approved law schools in Canada. That's a very good search. Let's see what comes up actually. Mm, yeah, so there's similar, I guess, so there's similar links, but I'm going to focus on the other one. Just because they're two links that I've read and I know that they have very helpful information. So again, NCA requirements LLM. This is my search. Then I'm going to go into the first one and I'm going to open it in a new tab. So let's go here. Now, once you go to this link, you can see exactly what this program offers. If you take a look at it, it specifically states to you that this program includes 8 courses designed to meet the NCA requirements for internationally trained lawyer. So if you're somebody who got 8 courses, great, you can take all of these here, and you are good to go. And look at the bottom, they also says business organization or evidence may also be offered. So if you were assigned more courses, or for example, like you were assigned 8 and one of them was business organizations or evidence, you could still use this to fulfill the NCA requirement. Okay? So yeah, so take a look at it, read it, and it also talks about, let's see what other stuff it has. So I've just clicked here, meeting the NCA requirements was the page that we were on. Now we go into the second one. And then it talks about the description. So for example, who will be teaching what? Okay, and then you can also search these professors if you like. This is again a very helpful website. It gives you information on what you actually need. And so I find this very, very helpful. The other thing they also want to note here is, I don't know if you've been following NCA's new requirements. So Anybody who applied for an assessment recently might also need to do a legal research and writing component. So this is one of the courses offered at the GP LLM at U of T. So that's something that you want to also look into and maybe ask them like, will this fulfill, if I take this course, will it fulfill the will it fulfill the NCA requirement? Mm, okay, let's see if there's anything else that I want to focus on. Okay, so what I did is I just clicked this Canadian law in a global context concentration. I'm going to click that and it gives you an overview of everything. So program length and structure. It's a 1 year program. Then I'll give you calendar, program calendar. Also gives you full year course calendar. Okay, very helpful. So again, take a look at it, read about it. You can always contact them. I'm sure there's some way to contact them here. Contact us, yeah. So make sure that you send in your inquiries to the specific one. So for example, gplmm at utoronto.ca, admissions gplmm at utoronto.ca. So yeah, so there are a couple of email addresses here. Take a look at it and see if it's helpful to you. I'm going to close this one and I'm going to go on to the next link that I want to talk about. So I'm going to go to the Osgood Professional Development Program. Now, the first one, I don't open it like this. I want it to be in another tab. So the first one was U of T, University of Toronto. This is Osgood Professional Development, again, law school in Toronto. So let's take a look at it here. So this is the full-time LLM in Canadian Common Law, which is the same program that I was talking about earlier. So we'll take a look at it and see what this is for. So again, it tells you who is the specialization for. So this would be graduates of law degree program from outside of Canada. We're going to go down and then okay. So you can take a look at this link and see what sorry, I think I got cut off here. Yeah, so I was saying, I think my microphone went on mute, but what I'm really trying to say here is you can take a look at this website and see what this program is about. So see admission requirements. So we're going to go here and we can also look at what are the requirements for this course, okay? A lot of people have been telling me that they don't get into the Oscar professional development course and they don't meet the requirements. So definitely you want to check out the requirements and how to apply for it. But I'm gonna go back and again start talking about whether this fulfills the NCA requirement or not. So if you go down, it says course requirements, what you can expect. So you need to complete about 36 credits, and it's a 1 year program. Is designed to be completed in 1 year. If you take a look at the courses they offer, so again, these are all NCA courses: Canadian Administrative Law, Professional Responsibility, Constitutional Law, and then you also have electives, so which is 18 credits left. So that means you can take other NCA courses as part of this program as well. Then you also have optional research requirement. For example, if you complete all the NCA courses and you still have credits left, you can also dive into a research paper, which is always helpful in terms of finding a job or the area that you're interested in. Okay. Let's see if there's anything else that I wanted to take a look at here. And so they also talk about, so I just clicked on the course planner and it talks about different types of courses that are offered and the location as well. So sometimes people come and ask me, oh, where am I going to take this course? So it's One Dundas West. One Dundas West is Osgood's campus in downtown, which is near, I believe, Dundas subway station. So take a look at it, see what programs are offered, and hopefully this will help you in your research as to whether you want to do the LLM or not. So I'm just going to go back here and see if there's, so just take a look at all of these links. I mean, there's nothing harmful in just researching. I would even go to the second page and see what else is there, and just browse around and see if you're able to find helpful information. Again, always ask the NCA if you have any questions or any concerns. So I'm just going to stop sharing my screen now. I hope that this was helpful.
Thanks, guys, for watching. I hope that I clarified this question. If you have any other questions related to this topic, please comment below and I can answer them. I feel like this is the most requested questions because people are very confused about, okay, what is the LLM? What is the NCA? Because when you think about the LLM, you don't really think about NCA exams, but the confusion is there because there are different types of LLM programs available, specialization, and then the one that's specifically focused on the NCA requirements. So, I mean, I hope this was helpful. I'm happy to help if you have any other questions. In terms of preparation for your NCA exams, if you're looking for any help or resources, you can take a look at lawstudykit.com. I have drafted sample questions and answers that will help you understand exam writing technique and will help you in your exam preparation. Good luck, and I hope to see you soon.